like we're... I want to see big chat. Alright. We got the stream going. We have everyone here. I think I'm gonna swap it over, and it's me. And y'all are over here for me. There. I don't know. But we're here. Ooh, we're starting draft. ECU on blue side, PVCC on red. And we banned the Kindred, they banned the Ivern. I think our plan is to target ban their jungler. We banned the Diego. They banned like the Nunu, the Lilia. Stop typing, guys. And they banned the Poppy. Not sure if that's Poppy support or if Jesse's been... Oh, we banned their Poppy, my bad. Yeah, we're talking about that probably being problematic. I know, probably problematic. Yep, let's go. We insta-locked the Syndra after they banned the Aurora. Syndra's been one of Brecken's go-to picks this semester. They picked the Mel and no, they picked the Mel EDC. They just want to pick it up for them. That's one of their comfort picks, so yeah. They keep yapping. They picked the Rel support. We're probably going to respond with support and jungle would be my guess. Maybe not in that order, but we should pick support jungle here so we can give ADC and top a better idea of what they're all matching up against. I need to... Sorry if y'all couldn't hear me all that well. This should be better now. If your ears are getting nuked and I need to adjust something, let me know. If I'm too quiet, the game's too loud. We did pick Zac. That actually could be flexed top. We should be a support pick. Or... Alright, looks like we're picking Jinx. Well, I guess it's because... I'm not sure. But we know their bot lane, it's going to be Melrel. Ooh, that's fun to say. Melrel, 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 Melrel. Relmel. I flipped the script. But... they picked their jungle in response. They're probably going to try and ban... Nico? Renekton and Urgot? They want to secure a better top matchup. We ban Gwen from their top, because we don't want to be going against the Gwen. They banned the Lilia, just in case if it's a Zac flex. That's the power of having flexes, because I'm pretty sure we're sending this Zac jungle. But due to the fact that Nathan can play at top, they feel pressured to also ban the Lilia still, to make sure that Jesse's off it. I'd say this draft is going pretty standard. They picked the Zillion mid into Breck and Syndra. The slows will be powerful late game. I don't think anyone on their team necessarily utilizes the speed well, like a Master Yi and Olaf. I mean, Wukong sort of does, but it depends on what we pick. If we pick 2 more tanky picks, it's still going to be hard. Do we pick an engaged support, some enchanters, something more like the Nico? We pick the Braum, oh no, we pick Enchanter Janna. That'll be good. She should have an easy time versus Rel. As Rel tries coming in with Crash down her W, Ali should just be able to tornado him off of him. Wukong with this clone generally likes to go in a straight line. Again, can Q him to get off. The ulting the Wukong away when Wukong R's will be pretty powerful. And we do pick up the Urgot for Nathan. Let's see what they pick in response. I'm not sure if their top laner plays Wukong, which they don't. It's looking like it's the Keisante. I think they both just gotta hold their ults. As the Keisante, if Keisante ults, he gets brought to 55% of his max HP, which then makes it that much easier. Oh no, they go to Aatrox. Nathan plays Aatrox though. I'm not entirely sure how that top lane matchup goes, but I think it's ECU favored. They're talking about Magic the Gathering. Of course, of course. When he gets out of his game, he's gonna come in and join me in streaming. I'm Connor, he's their top laner. Looks like we're slightly ahead in every position except jungle, but Jesse just doesn't play enough to get high ranked. He's an amazing player. He plays like amazingly well. Alright, looks like we're gonna have a bathroom break so we can go to Waldo. And let's start with classic. Let's guess the Zillion. Mal, Mana, Shurima. It's not support, he's melee. My guess is Renekton, because he is from Shurima, he's melee, and he is not support. Male, top. Oh, but he doesn't have mana. 2009, who came out with the game was a top laner, has mana, Nasus, not a god warrior, partially Shurima, and somewhere else. That's a tough one. Shurima. We got Kennen. We got Volley. Is it Rammus? Oh, no. Species unknown. Looks like we're getting into the game. The game audio is very loud on my end, and it looks so in OBS as well. I'll bring this up. I will be right back though. So yeah, hopefully I'll be back before we load in. If there's audio problems, let me know and I'll see what I can do to get them fixed. And we're hopping back in. Let's zoom out just a tad bit more. And looks like not much is going to be going on level 1. Also, laners have TP, but so does their ADC. So they'll have a bit less combat power. But Mel's W is very strong. So that could just be something with Mel. I don't play bot lane too much. I know there's some, I guess mages generally do take that, because they also have mana to worry about more so than your average ADC. So maybe just a, no, I didn't want to do that. It's focusing on mid lane because this is likely where the most trading's gonna be going on. Well, meaningful trading. I wonder if the aftershock on the Aatrox was intentional, actually. I just noticed that. Generally, you'll want something on Conquer for the Aatrox, because with his Qs, he can easily stack it, but I guess the plan versus Urgot is different. Brecken, he may get first blood here. Zillion forced to flash. Brecken doesn't have any abilities to follow up. Maybe if he had comment, he may have been able to, but he has first strike, so he'll be going, his damage will be buffed later in the bursts, but a bit hindered in lane. And I actually think Nathan Z didn't get canceled. I thought it might have, but lucky for him, it's still up. Oh, nice trade here by Nathan. It's a really good time for Nathan to trade as the wave's pushing in, so he can get a reset here, and it'll be a massive HP lead. Brecken's getting ganked, but he should be able to get away if he has his E, but he may have used it trying to harass Zillion under tower. They're trying to give it over to Zillion. Wukong flashes and Brecken goes down. Jesse's here, but it looks like the Wukong has gotten away just fine. Although mid now has, well, mid didn't have sums from the flash earlier, which is why Brecken didn't have flash. I was thinking he would flash, but forcing Aatrox to choose whether he wants the minions or the poke, and Aatrox gives up the cannon actually to just to harass and hopefully put his lane in a better spot. Wukong is bot side. Jesse should be telling them this. Knowing Jesse, he probably has. They're both getting scuttles. Jesse's done one more camp, which has a tank and ganking jungler. I feel like that's a bit weird, but Wukong did get the good gank off. Fights happen in top, but it looks like no one's going to go down. Nathan may have the back TP on bad timing. Another gank mid, but Jesse's here. Looks like we're going to trade 1 for 1, and the kill goes over to the Zillion. Can Jesse get more on this Wukong? It looks like he's going for more, but they both disengage, and Jesse's holding the wave mid for Brecken. So Brecken doesn't lose that much. Nathan base TPs, and he's likely going to force Aatrox to do the same. I think he maybe should have let the wave push into him a bit more to guarantee burn Aatrox's TP, but Aatrox TPs anyways. It's not a good idea to stay out of lane early game, like, at all. Jesse looks like he's going to be hitting a nasty full clear on him. And Wukong seems to be doing the same. We're getting little components here or there. Wukong actually does have a lot of gold from the 2 kills he has picked up. But Jesse actually seems to have actually more gold spent than him. Rel has rotated top to secure prio for the grubs. Nathan and Urgot and Aatrox both tick over to level 6, and Rel comes for the gang top. I wonder if we're going to try and rotate our bot lane up here to secure the grubs, but it looks like we aren't. We're fine with saying, hey, y'all overloaded the side, which is put more people on this side than we have. We'll give it to you. I don't think Ali should necessarily be heading up here. They're gone and Jesse gets caught out. He's forced to flash out. It's a bit rough because Jesse was clearing his top side and he had two options really, because our bot lane had just backed, so he couldn't go for dragon, but knowing that Brecken can get prio mid, that their bot laner's sort of stuck there, he could have invaded the bot side camps, but that is not what was went for. This Aatrox with Aftershock is really putting the hurt on Nathan. The Aatrox pops R, Nathan's gonna have to flash. He flashes too late. He needed to flash right as the Aatrox did to deny the auto attack. It's a bit unfortunate, but ECU's comp should scale better. I mean, Aatrox can be a monster in late game, but Syndra one-shots people. Jinx wants to get to 4 items, get resets in teamfights, which teamfights really only happen later. So now Nathan actually may have a kill opportunity. His E gets canceled by Aatrox's W. Does he have enough damage before the ult goes off? It looks like he doesn't. But Wukong is coming here. He has 6. I think Nathan's just dead again. He has no flash. He's half HP. I guess he's just trying to buy time and waste Wukong's, but he goes down. Aatrox is going to want to push in this wave and base, but an upside is that we knew that Wukong was topside, and so we go for dragon, but now they know we're on dragon and he's going for our topside, and there's not much we can do about it. Jesse may be able to get there in time to deny the wolves, unless if we just go right back and invade their topside. There may even be a bot gank happening. Even though the wave's pushed in, there's not really because the wave is pushed in, there's not much Nathan can do. Looks like we are trading bot sides. Jesse is definitely calling this. If Nathan doesn't insta-shove, he should have tempo advantage and prio for about a minute. Never mind, the wave went back to neutral. I thought it was going to be pushing. Jesse's actually out of vision for the Zillion here. We're going to try and go on, get a kill. Brecken needs to be in range to ult, but this Wukong's just zoning him. Brecken has flash, forces Wukong's out, and nothing happens besides Jesse. No one used ult, but I actually think we get their topside jungle now. They can't walk in. Zillion has enough time to react to Syndra's R. So now I'm starting to see why they picked it into him. But with the top lane prio or tempo, like I said, I think we just claimed the entirety of his topside. Is Zillion caught out here? Probably not. I mean, he doesn't have R, but Nathan's here and he lands his ult, getting the kill for ECU. Now 2-4, and we are at a slight gold deficit. At this stage, it means a decent amount, but because no one has items, it's all just components. Urgot's airborne animation sort of looks like the startup of the E to me, which is getting me confused. Looks like Jesse's just standing right out of vision, trying to see if there's a play they can make onto this Aatrox. Nathan's going in. Jesse lands a Z, but there's a teleport coming in from the Zillion and Mel. If they get out here, that's so many resources lost. Sure, you secure the grubs, but there's no one mid, there's no one bot, and it's not like you can send someone bot real quick. I think we should get 2 to 3 platings, and Nathan does stay before recalling. Oh, but Aatrox has to teleport bot. That was really weird. And it sucks for PVCC as they committed 2 teleports top and got nothing out of it but grubs.
Sorry for the late entrance. I got caught up. Nightmare of a game.
Wukong and Jesse are fighting. Jesse ults. If Brecken gets here, he should be able to execute the Wukong. He misses his QE. Oh, but Zillion again reacts. Brecken had to kill him before the GA timed out because he would have died otherwise. Jesse goes down and Nathan's trying to get away. And again, this Aatrox is just stuck bot. We may actually be able to kill him here. Because Miguel still has ult, but he just doesn't have the mana. Poor Nathan. Has a rough early, now he's lane swapped on. I think our comp scales a bit better than theirs. What do you think? Because we have the Jinx, we have the Syndra.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's the goal here is to simply scale. You know, you don't want the Wukong to snowball too much from here, and just minimize damage until you get to the strong power spikes of 2, 3, 4 items, especially late game. So, yeah, right now we see that Brecken's got a solid lead in CS, even though he's died twice. The Zillion's also died twice. Zillion will always be Zillion, making everybody's life fun and happy.
Yep.
But, that was sarcasm. But this is their
What, you don't
MC.
like 99% slows?
No, not particularly. It's not a very interactive game. It's just different from my playstyle. But if their goal is to neutralize one person, basically remove somebody from the fight, then...
Ooh, the control ward is actually the death of Rel there.
Beautiful.
Oh, have you ever seen Aatrox tech Aftershock into Urgot?
Huh. It's not bad given that he's got so many knockups. He's got a lot of
Zillion may
opportunities
be
to
dead
proc it.
here.
But to say that it's into Urgot is kind of a miss.
Ooh.
I mean, they did lane swap earlier.
Nathan gets the E off, gets the R, but he doesn't get the pull him, but the slow should be enough.
Yeah, that'd be plenty. Huge.
Nice shutdown over the ECU. This Wukong's actually going in a bit too far. Brecken doesn't have ult, but I think this Wukong's still dead regardless.
Yeah, we're even in gold right now. Huge play by Jesse and the team.
Yep.
Ali Miguel's
And it wasn't-
rotation, flawless.
And a nice flash by Miguel to ensure that Wukong doesn't get the kill. And ECU can pick it up. I mean, it's a good thing we got the kill. A bit sad it went onto the Zac, but a shutdown's a shutdown. Looks like Jesse, he could use the flower here. Oh, but Mel's W reflects it and she gets away.
Yeah, getting that champ's gonna be a bit of a challenge, but thankfully she's only got one W on a decently long cooldown still early. Brecken gets caught on vision there.
He does have TP, so he should be able to teleport back to get most of the wave.
This is actually beautiful. Actually, we, the scaling team, have 2 dragons early, which honestly shouldn't really be allowed. I don't know who's gotten what grubs, but
They've gotten all 6.
all 6. That's, I mean, that's really not that bad in terms of like what we get as a scaling team versus what they get being a team with almost no split pushers.
Yeah.
All of their team needs to be present for the team fight, and yet
Nathan
they
ulted.
prioritize those grubs over the dragons.
Nathan ulted just a tad bit early, and so he didn't get the pull on Aatrox, but he still goes down regardless. We do got to be careful mid for the Wukong. We actually do need to rotate up to the Rift to help Jesse with it.
They're
Oh!
aware, but
Oh, of course the W. Oh,
doesn't matter.
she walks back in and just gets hit by the Scatter the Weak.
Urgot's here, and it's enough to scare off 3 of them. If they can time this well, looks like our bot lane's
We
getting
have
there
the
just in
TP.
time.
We do it. Oh,
can
we
engage.
barely missed the smite. It was probably by 24.
Not sure if this go, if they get out Jesse's flash.
They use TP, Ignite, and Rel's ult. And they actually have to use Zillion's TP. Brecken
Whether or not-
half HPs him here, but the slow is just so much. By this point, he probably has his E max, so it's a 99% slow, which if someone else was there, Brecken was likely very dead. It's just the power of Zillion.
ECU still sitting with a solid 3K lead, gold lead. There's not much more we could honestly ask for being a late game comp.
Looks like we're trying to go into the Aatrox here. He pops ult and heals half his HP bar. Urgot ult coming through. We need to burst him down, and we get the
Beautiful.
execute. Rel is feared, and so is Mel. It looks like we're going to get the kill onto the Rel. We get the kill onto the Rel, and Mel's sort of out of position. If Jesse can land the E here, which he does,
Easily
I
predictable.
think Mel's just dead.
She has
She
flash.
burns her flash.
Not
She
sure why
ults
ults
just
there.
for show. She's like, hey guys, I have this button. You want to see what it does? And we do give the kill over to the Jinx, which is very good, as she's going to be one of our more powerful late game threats. Looks like everyone does have their item and they're working towards the second. This Wukong's actually just dead. At first it wasn't looking good for ECU, but we've gotten a couple good team fights and our scaling comp is starting to scale really well. Oh wait, let's turn on objective timers. Objective timers! Yay! Next dragon up in a minute. And that's just if you saw there, Ali just canceled Rel Engage, which is the
That'll be so tough.
entire matchup.
Let's check out what drag is. Oh wait, we can check.
It's Cloud.
It's a Cloud Soul. Okay. Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesse going in for the re-engage. He uses his ult,
This is one of those.
and Zillion ults at the very last second. Very well done by him. Now we just have to disengage. We are drawing Wukong bot while we're getting pressure mid. We should be able to get the tower, but does Jesse die for it? Does Brecken
Jesse's
die
still
for
got-
it?
Jesse's still got passive up. Her Jinx claims a kill in the middle. If they use all their CC, Jesse's really good about watching their CC abilities and then Eing out of danger.
Yep. But
And
he
his healing is
did use
absolutely
his
insane.
E
It's
to
fine.
re-engage,
I
but
think we're good here. I think
Yep.
we're good.
with Brecken's HP,
All of them
oh
are
no,
in trouble.
oh,
Beautiful.
that was
Smoothly
insane.
played by Brecken.
Uh-huh. Brecken walked up at just the right time to make sure they couldn't walk up and
This
finish
is a little
off
bit
the
of an
blobs.
overstay, honestly. I think.
Especially with Dragon up, I feel like they needed to reset to get that because they
They have full
established
priority on
mid
it,
prio.
and they have Nathan pushing top, but I guess securing this tower's going to get them scaled a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
So
And now the gold difference is nearly 9,000 in ECU's favor.
beautiful. They played this perfectly. The goal is just with a comp like this, you lock down one person, and whoever gets that hard CC first, everybody dog piles. That's what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you spread out your CC and you don't chain it all together, because you have a Jinx, so you have to play for those
Yes.
resets. So
And the Urgot actually pairs really well with that, because even the tankier targets with the Urgot ult, if they drop below 25%, they're just dead on the spot, and we get a reset for Jinx. Looks like Nathan's actually able to fight this Aatrox now.
yeah, granted he rushed nothing but armor,
Uh-huh.
but the thing
And-
about that's not that big of a deal because Urgot's one of the few champions who can viably build and rush Black Leader. So
His W just applies autos so fast that the HP, the AD, it's all put to use on Urgot.
I can't recall from last semester, but if this is the same guy, maybe he was just thinking that, our top laner is gonna play set again. Oh, go, Iceborne Gauntlet, Aatrox.
Yeah, the build is rather weird. And it looks like he's
Russian
going
trash
Yak
it.
Show next. Vision control isn't really in the favor of any side. I mean, we do have top priority, but they have vision here. We do
Yeah.
scout their vision. Both people who are bot have TP. Everyone has TP. ECU isn't caught out because we have enough of a lead where
Now this is actually very interesting for me to see because I know that Brecken's got quite a few hours on Aatrox as well. So just watching him beautifully space the Qs is
Ah.
pretty nice.
Yep.
Mainly because I'm not a big fan of Aatrox myself because 3 knockups on a single
Uh-oh.
ability is fun.
Jesse looked to be caught out, but he's just tanking up a storm.
I've seen Jesse live these.
He does got to be careful though, because they are versus Mel, and she has an execute. If Jesse had ult, he could have gone in off of that. Mel just presses her button, and the super mega death rocket does nothing. It's fun to say things like the super mega death rocket or scatter the weak. Looks like Zillion's caught out here. He will ult, but I don't
It's a
think
really
we're gonna.
big bar to get out.
Yep.
If they can.
Oh,
that cooldown-
flashing by Jesse right as the Zillionaire times out. Rel's trying to re-engage, but they just
Oh,
need to get
beautiful
out.
orb from Arsindra.
Yep, Mel got
This
one
should
shot off the
secure
side.
Otacon. This should secure that Otacon for
We
them.
should secure
which-
Otacon. Looks like Nathan's gonna base and TP bot though to stop the Aatrox.
I don't think TPing to deny a tier 1 is always great, just because it only gives about 250 gold. But
Yeah.
let's also note that this is the scaling Otacon. It buffs whatever epic monsters you've slain in the jungle. For instance, we have 3 Dragon Souls, a Hextech Soul, an Infernal Soul, and a Cloud Soul. And basically getting the Otacon will give them more move speed, more adaptive force, and what
He
is
went
this?
unending.
Eh,
I don't know what this Aatrox is cooking,
I don't know.
but he sure is in the kitchen.
I don't know. It's a build that seems allergic to damage to me so far. I think Nathan's good
Ooh.
here. If this Rel burns a flash, I think that's kind of. No. I don't necessarily why they're. I don't know why they're all rotating bot there. I feel like that's probably the last one you're catching out overextended. So
Well,
this
I
makes a
think
little
it's
more
because
sense.
everyone on ECU had reset after Otacon, and so in a way their only play was bot or establish vision control in the jungle, which actually may have been better because Drake's up
Oh.
here in a minute. Mel used her W but still got stunned. Rel's forced to Mel is forced to flash, not Rel.
That's a big flash to have out.
I'm gonna get dizzy commentating this with Mel and Rel. Brecken walking in here to establish vision control because we also do see Mel on the Raptors.
Interesting engage on the.
The
Syndra from
Aftershock
Rel
is
with
just
no
too
follow-up.
much.
Uh-huh.
Brecken's just being #1 annoying person right now.
This is an interesting.
Aatrox uses R but gets nothing done. Al uses her art to disengage the Wukong.
Good flash. Keep
But
our Jinx
she
in the
may
back
be
line, keep our
dead
Jinx in the back line.
from-
We need one reset. One reset for all this. Beautiful.
We get
Beautiful. Now
one,
they'll just
but
charge in there.
they're just a bit
Oh.
too far out. The Rel goes down in exchange for Janna, which is a
Oh wait. We might be
decent
able to
trade
kick it
for
back up.
both
There we go.
sides.
Jesse with the beautiful engage. Jinx.
Zillion with the
Reset?
R,
No.
but he should
No.
be dead, especially with
Go
the
mow down those
traps.
turrets. Go get that soul. Something. Close this game out fundamentally.
Use the fundamentals.
At this point I think it's you took out the passive. You probably go for the soul right here.
Yep.
Or you waited out. The
I mean,
Jinx passive.
Nathan
This
has
is-
the
this
idea
is-
that we
this
have.
is quite the overextension, I think.
Nathan is on Dragon though, so it's not the worst. Oh, Wukong's dead because Brecken has the execute on his ult.
Yeah, Brecken's played this beautifully. He's 60 CS out. This is just what this comp was designed to do.
He has a rough early, but he never lets that hold him down, hold him back.
He's like, I got big brain.
Yeah,
Play
there
old man with resurrect. We win.
there was once I was playing with the Zillion mid. I'm like, "Are you Bjergsen?" And he's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "It's hopeless. He's not the Bjergsen."
Zillion players are in fact human. It's been confirmed. They're not.
Now, do they have more of a brain than Trundle players?
I don't know. That's a very difficult, mechanically challenging champ to play. I couldn't speak. I
Mhm.
play Mundo and Set, so
And like Zillion, if you're ever having trouble landing your Q, you can just use your E first.
I don't know Zillion's abilities like that. Not gonna lie.
His E is ranked 5. It's a 99% slow, 99% speed. Up.
I'm not sure. Oh, the streamer. He's talking about the Zillion player.
Oh yeah. Bjergsen was I think he's retired now, but he was a pro and he played quite a few games of Zillion mid and was good on it.
Wow.
Almost everyone on ECU has a pretty big shutdown. One wrong team fight in the game could be handed back over to PVCC.
I'm not sure how they ever do that unless ECU intentionally tries to throw this lead.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe a play could be made with the 3 teleports PVCC has, but
I don't expect that kind of coordination right now. They're looking for a pick and a chance to do Baron just to strongly close out this game.
mm-hmm.
They've gotten the Cloud Soul. This is exactly what we want.
Looks like we
Question is do they go and answer Brecken and then ECU just secures Baron, or are they just going to sit there and defend for a little while?
I actually think what we may be able to do, because they don't have PVCC doesn't have the best engage.
I don't
We
know
could
what-
just push sideways and force Baron,
yeah, I
and
don't
then they
know
have to
a
walk
world-
into us.
I don't know a world where PVCC can even think to stop ECU from doing Baron right now.
Looks like they are 3-manning onto Brecken, but Nathan's coming down. Is
Oh, yeah.
Aatrox dead before anyone
beautiful
gets
E.
here? He is.
Yeah, he's got no MR other than unending.
Mel's forced to clear the waves mid.
Brecken,
Brecken's
you
just running
slimy,
away.
Slimy champ, bro.
Nathan flashes a bit too late, so he doesn't get the fear on Wukong, but we still get the kill because Brecken's damage is insane. But Nathan has to go on the wrong
Oh my
side of the
gosh,
map.
Look at this man.
Meanwhile, we're getting Baron. Oh. No, I feel bad. Mel, she gets the ult off, but it's not enough damage. Meanwhile, we secure the Baron. We're gonna get bot in hit. We're gonna get probably mid in hit. Never mind, we're too low, but still, that's an amazing play by Brecken and Nathan.
Yeah, dude, okay. amazing or extremely tilting is if I'm those two, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting pretty heated in that situation. I should never have an ergot up by my Nexus towers while the tier 3 tower is still sitting there, and he's just zoning me from protecting my own towers. It's crazy.
Yep. Nathan did have good movement to get out there. Brecken's just gonna one-shot this Mel. He's just one-shotting people on repeat. He's like, oh, I have R. I have a kill.
Beautifully done by ECU.
Good interrupt on the Rel. She can't get away. Rel tries going in, but she only engages on our tank.
There's nobody here to stop this.
Yep, we're just so far ahead. Jinx is getting resets now. Let's see if we can get Miguel a quadra before we end out the game. Urgot does take one. Rel had Zillion's GA, which I think was pretty troll, but the game was over by then.
Solid. Let's go, Tucker.
Yep. Game 1 down. Game 2, here we come. Let me go back. We died once after 14 minutes. We died 3 times after 8. We had a rough early, but our comp was meant to scale, and scale we did. We climbed that mountain, which was not that big of a gold deficit. And we ended up coming back, winning game 1. Yeah, the gold difference at the peak was really only 1,000. So good job by ECU keeping the gold difference low. We actually should be able to see here. View stats. It's a custom game, so it's... But yeah, I think they did say that they're gonna take a break, and all I need to do... I need to find something over here on OBS that I needed to update. Maybe it'll update automatically. Shurima. I cannot think of a Shuriman top laner other than Nasus and Renekton. He came out with the game. I think Kisante. There's Talia. Let's just do it this way. It's not auction. It might be a Mumu, but he's not top. It might be a Zero, but he's not top. No one here. Could be Cassiopeia, but she's not melee. Known from Shurima. A, B, C, D, E. Again, known from Shurima. Known from Shurima. Gangplank's a build rat. G, E, F, G, H, I. Could be Jarvan? I mean, but Jarvan's jungle. H-I, J, Jace is Piltover, K. Kled didn't come out with the game. H-I-J-K, L. Has the LeBlanc got updated. I forgot. L GKLM Malphite? I mean, he came out with the game. Don't think he's Shurima, but it's Malphite. Quote, I'll scout ahead. Captain Timo on duty. I'll scout ahead. I'll scout ahead. This is Fiddle Stunks. Crowstorm, it's his ult. It reminded me of an old Fiddlesticks icon, so... Bubble? It has to be Nami! Nami! Bubble, Tsunami, Fish. When I think of Bubble, I think of Nami. She's like the only person who has a bubble. This looks to be a Corki skin. Bald. No game invites because they're taking a break. One of their players had to pray because it's Ramadan. Who do we want to guess?
Can you update the game result?
I'm not sure how.
Okay, that's fine.
I think it's it'll update when it updates on NECC site, cause
Wait, okay.
I think that's how I had it set up.
I don't know how it works. I think Bodhi knows. Bodhi would know.
Yeah,
Alright, well, thank you.
no problem. Yeah, sorry for those wondering about the match score. Whoop. I was given a brief overview on what all was new. I'm gonna move this over here. Yeah, so I'm checking over here, and it's looking like it's something NECC is having to do. When the match results updates on their page, it should go directly to the stream. So hopefully we see it updated by the start of game 2. I don't know, that bald guy just looks short, and so it looks like Corky to me. We could hide that for now, but I think I'm gonna keep it up because knowing me, I'd forget to turn it on later. I need to get some water, so I will be right back. Just got invited. Guys, it's me.
Ooh.
We're in now. Yay!
I was just checking. I just now read half of the chats.
Oh.
As always, huge thank you to all of our viewers.
Uh-huh.
Support the movement. Now, back to what was going on here. We got this. Okay. Oh, no. Here it is. Those are, let's say, York. Nope. Rise? No. Something weird. Somebody's coming in from, like, over here. Who is it?
Ban them. Because I don't know how to ban people yet.
Why?
Yeah!
Oh, it's a bot.
Go Destiny Sodden. Thanks for the quick ban.
I think it's Soden.
Soden? Yeah.
I think that's
Soden.
If I've heard that somewhere before. Which has going on?
Give me back invite rights.
I'm just waiting on all of them to join. Look at this beat. Ezra.
Police?
Maybe. Katarina. I'll just go through them all. I don't care. Oh man.
Yep, Destiny is real fast. I think she's banned quite a few people and quite a few bots in chat. Oh, spectator link. That's us. They probably aren't gonna start for a bit.
Fiddlesticks. Pretty scary. Movement. No.
I think
Man,
it's
where's
a
the rest of the
Yordle.
hints? I don't think it's a Yordle. Okay, Jesse. I don't know. That bald guy looks like Heimerdinger.
I know.
Suggestions? York. I've seen this somewhere before. Oh, each try zooms out a bit. Nasus. Release. Oh wait, I already did that.
I feel like it's a
Syndrome.
Noxian champion. Oh. There's a rule. LeBlanc.
Oh. No. Bye.
Azir?
I'll go through. Wait. Snare. No.
Something rule.
No guesses in the chat, criminal.
It's gentleman prehistoric. It's Cho'Gath rules.
Easy. Because it's up on the wall.
Oh, Jurassic.
Oops.
Potato.
Oh, draft.
Oh, we're getting in. This time ECU is red side. We won't be able to change the overlay because that's something NECC does.
Huh?
This overlay here on the stream, the ECU #1 seed.
It'd be fine.
Yep.
Like this.
We
So once again, not letting the new been through. I guess a little bit of trauma bands there from seeing what Jesse does with those champs. Same with Brecken's Aurora.
Mhm. We banned the Poppy. Last time we banned the Viego instead of the Karma. I wonder what draft we're cooking up this time on the red side.
Did they have a Poppy last game? I don't even remember.
No, we banned it.
Yeah. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they're letting the Syndra get picked again. They didn't
Unless if they
prioritize some
pick it.
other. See, that's instant.
Predictable.
Well, I mean, why?
What else
After
would blue
what?
side
After
pick?
the things that Brecken just did
Yep.
with that champion.
So what surprised me last game is we were only ever down 1,000 gold. And after 15 minutes, we didn't let up another kill. It went from 4 kills at 9 minutes to 7 at 14 to 0 for the rest of the game. We do pick Lilia for Jesse. He
For
loves-
Jesse. Oh wait. Oh, that's PVCC's team.
Yes,
They
it is
took the Syndra.
backwards.
I'm all mixed up.
Yep.
Maybe I'm crazy. So they take it. Brecken Syndra.
Looks like we're playing Yon into it.
Brecken. Brecken, are you egoing this? Oh, I love it. I love it. See, that's what I do. When people would take my champ, I'd show them I play that champ better. I know that champ better. So let's see. Let's see how Brecken does with an anti.
I wonder if the
Get
Yon
away from
changes
this
have
one.
gone through.
Yeah, they took away Yon's crit passive to where his crits deal less damage. Now they're just full crit. Thing is, some of Yone's, I played him recently. He got his Mass Justice skin or whatever, and
Pantheon
that's
jungle.
really cringe. Yone's items don't feel really good to build. Like a lot of people like to rush Yuntall Wild Arrows, but one of those components is a BF sword, which takes 1,300 gold, and getting that early without like kills and everything, it just feels bad. Because Yone, Yasuo, they both typically have to rush Berserker's Grease for the cooldowns on their abilities to be reduced.
Because especially for Yon, because Yon's it's his Q and his W, whereas Yasuo it's just his Q. They picked the Mel, which our ADC loves playing, and we're fine with it. Looks like we're gonna put Miguel on comfort on Jin. We will have counter pick top, which will be nice.
I don't know. I definitely see an Urgot ban coming. I actually I prefer the Jinx.
Jinx?
I prefer
Yeah.
the Jinx because once again, this is a hard scaling comp.
Yep. This
They
time
really
I think
gotta-
PVCC's comp scales a bit better though. Like,
Scales,
well,
Pantheon's a
better than
mid-game.
last game.
Mel's definitely another mid-game champ, I'd say. Syndra's late game so far, but all three of those, Lilia, Yone, Jinx, late game monsters. It just all
I
it's
forget
gonna.
Yon has the 0-10 power spike. I don't want to see Brecken utilize it, but
I wonder if that's Pantheon support.
I think it's Pantheon jungle because their jungler has a couple games on him.
I
And
don't
they
know if that's
banned
all
the
that good
Renekton.
anymore. Yeah, those are two. That's Nathan's two comfort picks. But I think Nathan's got more.
He was warming up
More
the
skill on-
Trendemir and set earlier, so
Don't pay attention to this that one. that was a little bit of you boys trolling.
he was still warming it up though.
Well, probably because somebody last time clipped the thing where I said like I'd buy him 10 McChickens or something if he played set.
Ah,
But after watching that warm up set game, I think I'm good on
he's
it.
going for the McChickens.
I'll buy him those 10 McChickens probably not to play it honestly.
If you play it and do well, or don't play it, you'll get 10 McChickens. Deal? Tom Kent, support or top? next pick will tell us where the Tomkinch is going. It's likely support because in competitive, that's where Tom has always ran. And it is, because it looks like they're walking in the Orn.
Man, right now I really wish Nathan played Gwen. I really wish he played Gwen. Who knows? Maybe he does play Gwen. That would be such a beautiful pick, in my opinion.
Yep,
He
because
blocks
2
Syndra.
tanks, 2 people to just... Gwen is immune!
I really wish he played Gwen right
And
now.
then there's just Pantheon for him. We may actually have PTSD because there was one match where I'd actually subbed in as jungle because I wanted to get a game under my belt. And
Interesting.
Nathan,
I know Nathan's Cho'Gath is good. I know he's got a lot of mastery on it. I've seen him play quite a bit. I don't know Cho'Gath matchups like that though.
I don't know neither. And I mean,
But I like it because Ornn's got a surprisingly high amount of burst damage in the early game with his brittle passives and autos. So maybe this is good.
and actually, one thing I learned recently is Brittle actually makes the opponents take bonus damage.
Percent max health damage.
Well, no, if he applies Brittle on you and doesn't proc it, you'll take more damage from his team.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Or at least once he's CC'd, it's one of the two. Looks like we're getting into the draft proper.
Now we just wait.
Yep. Imagine a battle song on our team. We have Lilia with 8 million movement speed, Jinx with the resets, but I don't think that Cho'Gath build is what he's going to be going. He's likely going to be going more tanky into an Ornn.
I mean, last time I checked, Cho'Gath will always have approach velocity. That's it.
Yes.
Or if you land an ability, you get increased movement speed towards them. So Shirley's would still be like a Shirley's champ would still be good, but also I don't. Okay, I know I've known Nathan to play some cheesy stuff because he's friends with Jesse. So there's this Cho'Gath build where you rush Shirelia's and have that bonus movement speed, AP, and your Q one-shots caster, so you have permanent sustain. But I don't know if Nathan knows that tech. He was kind of busy the last semester to kind of miss out on that cringe phase of top lane.
I
that
think that
nobody enjoyed.
I think that tech started the beginning of this semester. Nope.
I don't know. I'm just shaking my head at the fact that it exists.
Yeah.
What is that?
Another ban invader, another bot
Yes, yes.
person. Ban him.
That's disgusting.
Ban him.
Weak.
Get him.
Weak spam. Speaking
Permaban.
of spam, I'm actually pretty hungry. Spam sounds good.
Okay, I'll send those bots directly to your house.
Food spam.
Oh.
Horrible for your health, but still tasty. There you go, buddy. Oh.
Yep, and Destiny got the spammer again.
Quick with it.
Quickest hands here in the Wild Wild West. Yeah, that's just how fast Destiny is. She bans him before we can even see him.
Innermost great tool. I can't even read that name.
It's innermost bright something. think both comps actually scale fairly well. The Tom Kench goes Heartsteel. Orn's passive just says, when I get past level 13, I give y'all 1,000 gold worth of stats for free. And he also gets more armor and magic resist, so both comps are looking to scale, but whoever can get ahead early will have a big advantage.
I think in terms of scaling, if they allow our Jinx to scale, it's just kind of over. They don't have the same sustained DPS. They have burst.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than Tom Kench, who's definitely human, but
She got hacks on to find the. She got hacks on to find the people to ban. That's why she's so fast.
let's check this mastery. Hold on. Okay.
You could have.
We got a Tom Kench with no mastery. I don't know if this is like a. I don't know what to think of. First time in champs in games.
And again, they run
games.
triple teleport.
Then again, I did it with Nasus last semester.
Last game, they didn't utilize their triple teleport threat all that much. There actually was one play top where they got baited into using 2 teleports, and we got to trade back bot.
Interesting.
Oh.
Great choice.
I don't think she saw him there, but it looks like she did.
Interesting for Nathan to use his ward there. I like first.
I don't think his ward was used.
No, it was Jesse. No, wait, no.
Jesse warded his blue. Ali's already confusing me with the Cho'Gath.
Oh.
Looks like both junglers will be starting topside pathing bot. I mean, there's not really much you can do into tanks. Ali, level 1 already going for something sneaky as a minion. Probably gonna try and get a sneaky E or Q off, but they should notice. Brecken got most of the... He got 2 of the 3 melees, which, when playing into ranged, is a very big
That's a good
achievement.
thing for sure. But you don't want to trade too much health for it.
Mm-hmm.
See, he's already down a quarter of health.
Yep.
That Syndra's starting to stack.
Yeah, let's watch tanks fight. Yay!
There's more nuance to it than you think. You develop an eye for it. Constant trade of grass procs and...
Yep. Missing the Q3 onto the Syndra means the trade doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, you gotta try and land the sneaky ones, but he's not farming bad. It's just
He's actually even.
I think he's getting a little antsy. He needs to calm himself, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This
Especially
isn't-
because our comp scales.
Well, I mean, you want to bury a Syndra if at all possible because you don't want her to scale. But the
Mhm.
thing is just burning his abilities on repeat. That W doesn't have the lowest cooldown early on with no attack speed build.
Yeah.
Good dodge of that stun. This is good. Actually, that Ornn has burnt through most of his mana.
And so has the Syndra, which is making lane easier for Brecken. Which
Yeah.
is the advantage of the trades he's going for.
Maybe that was Brecken. Maybe Brecken's a bigger brain than me. Probably so. But
Nice interrupt by the Syndra. Looks like there may be a kerfuffle over top scuttle. Nathan has prio, but Orn doesn't
Jesse
have any mana to
definitely-
trade on.
Jesse needs to. I would avoid that. Pantheon's really strong early. Lilia, not so much. This Mela is out of mana altogether. It's
Almost everyone on PVCC's side is out of mana.
yeah.
The Syndra, the Orn. And this is the advantage that the Cho'Gath has over the Orn. He's just perma pushing waves. And without the
I don't
mana,
know if
Orn's
that's
finding it
worth it,
hard
Birkin.
to trade.
Okay. Never mind. I take it back. He landed all the abilities after that. He managed to close that gap, and he didn't recast his E too early. As a Yone main, like, he did that well. I wonder, he took lethal tempo, and the 2 tanks, I don't blame him, but sometimes that's when it's nice to have fleet footwork, so after some ranged player tries to get away from you, you can still catch up to him.
Mm-hmm.
There's that percent max health damage. It does not feel good. Or maybe it's current health. I can't remember.
It's max.
Is it?
Yep.
That's disgusting.
Which is why Orn is one of the best scaling tanks. Nothing outscales percentage max HP besides a bunch of resistances.
My Mundo would. Not gonna lie.
I guess Mundo sort of would if you didn't lose your passive to his Q too.
Nah. Mundo goes where he pleases.
Yep. That was really funny because at the beginning of the Mundo rework, he could walk through abilities like a Nivea wall.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Oh.
Nathan's
Commit to
looking
it.
for something. They overloaded the top side with the support
Okay.
here, and that
Something important to note. Brecken just used the recast of his E to cancel out the Syndra E, which would have stunned him. But since Yone's unstoppable, it didn't really affect it, so he buffered it.
Mm-hmm.
Brecken's got a good idea of what that cooldown is, so it's really it's good for him. That this is trouble.
Yeah,
Ghost?
but he just really needed to get the wave in. He may have to flash. It's too late to flash now.
Yeah.
This time, unlike last game, we actually are trading Dragon for the grubs, but last game it was just unfortunate positioning. Brecken has to ult out here to
Solidar.
ensure he
This is
gets
beautiful.
out.
This is beautiful. This
Ali
is what
was
we want.
disguised as a minion, but we don't have level 6. We may have to burn
She does
our
have
flash. We do? Oh no!
Let's go.
Pantheon stole the dragon.
Oh, that's bad. But I mean, I don't know. It's not the end of the world. Our Jinx gets a kill early
Mhm.
on. Oh, but she is kind of down in CS.
I guess now that Orn has items, it's easier for him to play, but
He's still burning through his mana really,
Yep.
really quick.
I was about
He
to
basically saw Nathan use his R on that minion, and he full committed to that fight because he was fresh off of a TP.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nathan
Yeah.
has ult up. If he gets 2 more E autos, the ult should execute, but Orn's just throwing them in the bounce house. Nathan gets the auto, gets the R.
Beautiful.
and gets the
Oh,
kill.
Horn gets another brittle passive. It's over there. That's so
Mhm.
good. Huge.
Like I said, it was just 2 more autos than the R, and he was able to get it before Orn killed him. We do got to be careful with Jinx R, because Melk just reflected, and I think it would kill Miguel. Pantheon's top. He used ult, but Nathan gets away. It
He's
looks.
got to flash this.
Oh,
Oh,
he
wait, he
doesn't-
didn't have flash.
He had flashed away earlier. It looked like.
Unfortunate. He must have overstayed.
Yeah, I think he was mainly just trying to get the wave back in, but now Jesse, I think he has to give the scuttle. Syndra's walking up. He needs to get out of here before he gets caught.
Jesse's just sneaky and annoying enough to like know where he can like sit there and be annoying to the enemy team
Mm-hmm.
and still not die. He's pretty good about that stuff.
I'm gonna quickly check Cho'Gath's stats. 2 on minions, 1 on champions.
Breaking ahead in CS. We like to see that.
Yep.
It's just seeming impossible to trade into that Cinder right now.
Basically, all that's Nathan's doing is he's trading HP for Ornn's mana.
Looks like Nathan's opting to go for Heartsteel here.
I mean, they do have 3 melee targets.
Too smart for Nathan. No, too obvious. But Nathan's still. I don't know about that. I don't know about that trade.
Imagine Ornn with Electrocute just coming in, doing a 30 your HP, and then getting out. We'll try to remember to press tab more.
Holding tab?
No.
No, I think
we just weren't pressing it enough.
I was sitting there holding it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he had sent it right before that.
Oh, my B. You know, I'm willing to bet that Jesse's out there calling out exactly where their jungler is. Just because Miguel's pushed up to that extent. Otherwise, I'm surely he would not be pushed up that far. But grubs are up. There's not really a reason for Pantheon to be bought, but...
We do have Ali here. We could get a good ult engage, but the Tomkins doesn't get canceled, but he gets engaged on. Brecken goes down, and the Tomkins survives.
Oh, that feels bad that Tomkins lives there.
And Miguel sends his R to try and clean something up, but he doesn't get anything off of it. Oh wait, let's turn on objective timers. Objective timers! We get Chemtech Drake next. If anyone remembers the old Chemtech Dragon, it definitely had the best soul. Definitely had the best map. These are not controversial opinions. I think the Syndra will have her item complete on this back. And she does. She has Blackfire Torch, so every ability she lands on Brecken is just going to be that much harder for him to recover. Looks like we do get this dragon if we can prevent Pantheon from coming in and stealing. They're both tanks, so really no way for a dive to happen. Unless if Nathan lets him get the brittle proc there. Before the brittle proc expired, Ornn could have tried to go in with his ult. Ornn's ulting now at Syndra here, and Syndra just stuns him into the Ornn armor.
Yeah.
We get the dragon, but they get a kill. He did complete his Heartsteel, so he's gonna start the HP stacking.
Oh.
Sucks that the E's in tower range. I think Brecken's just dead. The R hits Pantheon, he flashes.
So close. He burns his flash.
Yeah. I think if he was flashing, he needed to flash the R so it didn't hit Pant.
Oh, they managed to take out the Tom Kench.
Yep. Oh, Ornn. Oh. I was looking at Lilia's Bolo and it almost made it all the way to top. Now is the point where just about everyone should be completing their items. Miguel gets Yoon Tall. This Mel, whenever she backs, will be able to get Blackfire. Brecken, because he sort of has to rush tier 2 boots first, is going to get Bork on, I think, his next back, but he's just gotten back to lane, and he's going to die to the Pantheon and Tom Kench. As long as they don't give this kill over to the Syndra,
He's got
it wouldn't
no
be the
vision.
worst. Oh, but he has no flash, and he goes down to the spear shot.
It feels bad, but I'm sure he's been in this situation before. I've seen him win these.
Yep. Looks like they're looking for another dive on Nathan, but Nathan knows it and respects it this time. Hopefully we can get something done bot.
Looks like Syndra's already roamed up there, though. Syndra have R?
She does, but
it's
she
not
doesn't
enough
have the
to-
execute. Brecken's coming top to catch the wave, and he still doesn't have Blade. Miguel doesn't have R, but Ali was there the entire time. Caught me by surprise. And it looks like he's
Beautifully
dead.
played.
Great route by
He's gotta
Ali.
get out there.
I think Brecken... No, he doesn't have Blade. If he had Blade...
There's no way to fight this. I don't think you win this overall, friend. Oh, if he gets out before Orin can get that passive auto on him.
Uh-huh. I think Nathan was spotted by the wave, but if Nathan
There's
can get
nobody
on
to
Orin...
defend mid, though. Is this first tower? No. Blue's already gotten the first tower. Top lane.
Double camping? Right, ban that guy. You've tried to take all the skill out of the jungle, and he's over here double camping. Ban him. I think Ornn may be dead here. I mean,
Maybe.
Nathan has ult. It's just a matter of Heartsteel. A couple more autos. Ornn's forced to
Still
burn
got
his
that
flash.
tower to run back to.
Mm-hmm.
They need to be careful. They need to be thinking about where their jungler's at.
Now Brecken has the blade finished, so he can start shredding through these tankier targets like Ornn and Tom Kench.
So long as they don't have any armor. Yeah, Kench already has plated steel caps. Ornn's already got a chainmail vest and bramble vest, so they're both sitting on a lot of armor. Thing about Bork is it's good, but not if they have armor.
Mm-hmm, because it does max
Essentially
health
futile.
physical damage. Jesse just being a nuisance to the Ornn.
This is gonna be on Jesse late game to get through these tankier champs because he's essentially solo AP.
Tom Kench misses the Q, misses the W, and Brecken should be able to farm this up under tower just fine. I think these new lane assignments are better. I think Syndra's just dead here. We don't even have to use the Lily
Huge
arm.
shutdown to the ADC. That's what we want. That's what we want.
And now we have our choice of pick on whether we want Dragon or Herald, and it looks like we're going for
100%
Dragon.
drag.
And they're going to try and get Herald.
There's not a world in which we don't go for the drag here.
Ooh, the flash by Jesse to get the R.
Stun.
Tom Kench's ult just
Melted,
prevents
melted.
Mel
R.
from dying.
Oh, so close.
He gets the last auto off, and there goes Tom.
Go try that dragon.
Nathan is playing passively because he 100% knows that Pantheon's top.
Overlay's not working. What overlay?
Yeah. The match score overlay is something on NECC side that we just have like a link to in OBS, and on NECC it still says match in progress. So unfortunately it does not look like it's working. But there's also not much we can do about that. There's 3 Jinxes on the map. Ali just pulling out some trickery. Oop, it looks like Nathan's probably dead. They may have to use Ornal. He's probably going to try
Get
and get
those
Heartsteel stacks. We do have Brecken TPing in behind, but it's a 4v2.
Pantheon's there. He needs to turn on that Pantheon.
4v3.
Now he's stuck in between all
He
three
need.
of them.
Ooh.
I don't know about that.
We just didn't know where enough people are on the map, causing the TP to be a bad TP. Brecken tries going for something in the last moment onto the Syndra, but doesn't get the Q over the wall, causing the ult to miss. But it looks like Miguel is going to get mid tier 1, and Mel's going to get bot tier 1. Mid tier 1 is a lot more influential in opening the map as you can walk into the jungle. But Miguel has to back off here before they come down and collapse with Pantheon R and Tom Kench W.
The thing about that is you have to be able to walk up to that point in order to use that influence. And I don't think any of ECU is able to pass their tier 2 towers right now safely.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta play around Jinx right now.
Oh,
Good job
Jesse?
there, Jesse. Good.
Jesse survives. We'll say it's calculated. Brecken can't do anything onto this Ornn here, not till he gets an armor pen, but that's not till further down the road. Looks like Nathan's coming here. If they got the cancel, they may have been able to kill the Tom Kench. Quick stack check. 8. He has the max from minions, and he has 1 on a champion, and Syndra... Is that her... She has evolved E, but is almost there to evolve R. So here in a moment, when Syndra helps kill this Otacon, she should have the execute.
Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate that hits that Mel. See, the thing about Otacon is it shreds resistances.
Mm-hmm. But it looks like we're just trading stuff. Mel TP's mid. Nathan's gonna get bot tier 1. It is the scaling Otacon again, which is what we've seen in almost every game this entire semester. But ECU does have more objectives. So I'd say the Otacon, if ECU can keep up their objective securing, the Otacon isn't going to do that much for PVCC.
They just need to play solidly, play focused here. Try to minimize any more deaths. 'Cause right now, enemy team's up 2.5k gold. It's not really that bad. It's solid, but it's not the end of the world. It's not 5, you know. 2.6, yeah.
Looks like we're resetting and we may be trying to get our items for this dragon. Ali should... I thought that said Ali bought Rocket Belt, but I guess she wanted Grievous Wounds more than Rocket Belt completion. I think if Ornn's here, we can't fight it, and Ornn's starting to pump out those Masterwork items, which give a lot of stats that in the late game we'll just be down because our items can't get upgraded.
I don't know if Ornn wins this, honestly.
Yeah,
Ornn
also...
won't be there for the fight, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this is better for ECU, because Ornn's not gonna be able to be there for the fight, because Brecken should just be able to interrupt him. And Ornn's ult is gonna be a lot more impactful than Brecken will be at this stage of the game. Brecken's just healing up off the minion wave, so if this continues, he may be actually be able to
pick
kill.
on the Tom Kench here.
We don't save our CC for his W, letting them get out. Quick trade under tower with the W shield. Oh, but Tom Kench has forced the flash out because he didn't have his W.
Solid. This is really good by Brecken as well, keeping that Ornn there and threatening that tower. I mean, it's tier 1. Honestly, if I'm PVCC, I'm giving up that tower and securing the dragon with my top laner. But
I was about to say, I think
now,
Ornn's teleporting in. We need to get out. We stay too long. Pantheon gets 1 kill. Nathan gets another stack on his ult. the orange too late. He hits one person with the R. Brecken forces out a flash from the Syndra. Nathan needs to get out. He does, but the fight looked alright at the beginning. But then
that's not gonna be
PVCC
worth.
just won it.
Honestly, sitting there thinking, I think Brecken stays top there and takes that tier 2. I don't think they should have committed to that fight per se. It's a little high risk to reward, but it's easy to say that from my cheering here.
Yep. And if Brecken saved the TP, they may have been able to look for a TP play elsewhere while Orn is down TP.
I just think they just have such a massive item lead. There's no fight to be had there.
Yep.
ECU had already had a dragon lead, so going even dragons at that point isn't the end of the world if it secures Brecken that top tier 1 and gets him a little bit of a gold catch up.
Brecken's back to matching the Syndra. But he doesn't know the Syndra's there, and Syndra may actually just one-shot him. He eased forwards to get out.
He's just intimidating her. If he
Yep.
gets on top of her, he might have a chance of doing some damage to her after she uses her E. But the thing is she's almost got a full rabbit on top of him. So here in a second, that's not going to be playable. He's going to need wits end, bare minimum. But he's got to go finish Infinity Edge first. It's just going to be a full glass cannon. He's got to hit his R's. It's imperative to their team fights. Jesse, be careful.
If what it's showing is right, Ali's only level 9. Oh, nope, she's level 11. The clone trickery. Pantheon's trying to get on the Jinx here. He flashes. Ali's disengaging with the ult, but Syndra gets a nice scatter the weak, and it looks like they both fall. I think that's Baron for PVCC. There's no blast gun, and Nathan has no flash, so there's no attempt at a steal.
No, this is Brecken's doing what he needs to be doing. Jesse just needs to sit back, not die for sure.
Brecken split
Tom
pushing
Kinch can
and
jump
gathering
in there.
resources. We need to give
Looks
this.
like Mel's Syndra's TPing.
If Brecken gets a good R.
Maybe.
Syndra?
Oh, he
What are you
misses a
doing?
Q.
Oh,
Let's go.
nice.
Let's go.
That's actually very big for Brecken and ECU. I don't think they'll be able to finish. No, he will be able to finish out the tower. That's amazing for Brecken and ECU.
And this is what we want to. We want Jesse. Oh, be careful.
Oh, Mel
Be
just
careful,
missed her route.
Jesse's
Jesse
starting
gets
to
the red
scale.
buff he
You
needs.
need to stay away from that Pantheon.
Yep.
See, the Pantheon it is most dangerous to our Jinx and our Lilia. They have to be able to like bob and weave in between the fights and everything. But with Pantheon's point and click W, it's if they all jump on whoever Pantheon W's, it's pretty much a secured kill no matter what.
Ah, you have movement speed? I have point and click CC.
Yeah.
That was a nice Hollow Radiance proc to get the +1 cannon for Nathan.
I don't think.
I think
he
you
shows
get it.
there. Yeah, I just don't.
You think Miguel shouldn't have showed?
I don't know. Hard to say. Can funnel gold to your ADC at the same time though, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
We are trying to look for something bot, but neither team really has any vision in the opposing jungle, which they need to set it up bot side for this upcoming dragon. Pantheon is an insane level 17. Ornn has given out 4 upgrades. Oh, we do get a pick on the Syndra, it looks. And Jesse doesn't go down.
Beautiful. He needs to recall right now, 30 seconds before dragon.
That's honestly closer than I would have
Well,
liked.
actually, I
Because
forget
she had
who's
to
going.
execute.
I was just saying.
I mean, we are recalling. We're gonna try getting our items, and if we take this dragon fight immediately, or
Please
even a
stop his
bit
back. Please
delayed,
stop his back. Yes, Nathan.
I think ECU
Nathan,
actually
you're the
just
goat.
wins this dragon fight now. Because if we burn it,
Oh wait, they
Syndra's not
both,
gonna
they
be
both
there.
got TP.
Yeah, but Syndra's not gonna be there. She's gonna be way too late.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
All that's left is to establish mid prio.
Okay, yes.
I love the early TP by Nathan. He can get the ult stack. He can just secure. It looks like Pantheon's like, well, nah, y'all can have this dragon.
Hold on. This is what we want. Brecken's on the board. Brecken's got a kill. He's got Infinity Edge. He is full glass cannon without Wit's End. Nothing to keep Syndra from bursting him if he gets a full combo, especially with her upgraded Rabadons. But he deals damage.
And Wit's End is actually really good into this team. It does good against the Mel and Syndra, but also tanks tend to deal a lot of magic damage.
That's
We're
why
going
he
on the
needs to get
Ornn
it.
here, and Ornn just says, I'll do half your HP. And Barkin's like, okay. I didn't know you were playing that kind of game. And just walks away. Oh, Jesse does get caught out. He has to flash because if Syndra ulted, he's just dead.
Okay. Just defend. If they just defend, then Nathan's about to get this tier 3 tower because
Ooh.
all 5 are mid.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice Nathan was splitting bot after
Classic.
Dragon.
And he's got Demolish. There's nobody who's recalling for him. Pantheon's just trying to look to get
Reckon
that R.
he's trying to heal off the wave before going back, and Melmus times her E, and so
Pantheon R's in.
Pantheon's
don't-
not mid.
does
We may be
Pantheon
able to
win
get
this?
something done,
Pantheon doesn't have Bork. Pantheon doesn't have Bork, actually. Hold on.
but Nathan has to be careful because he does have the Sundered and he does have the Black Cleaver. Looks like he may be dead to the Syndra who just blast planted towards him. He's such a big target, so easy to hit. The execute is percentage max HP, but Syndra
Yeah,
calls
he's
it
getting
off
away.
while Warren wanted to come in.
That's fine. They wasted a bunch of their time top or mid. And ECU gets a tier 3 turret, making the Nexus a little bit more vulnerable. In an ideal world, either Miguel or Brecken will get that top tier 2.
And the only thing we lost was Jesse's flash, but he should have it back up for this dragon fight. Especially if he has Cosmic, which I'm not sure if Lilia runs that. But if he has Cosmic Insight, it's 100% up. And he is building into his Zhonya's to ensure his safety in this upcoming team fight.
That's actually really good for Pantheon's 1 stun. Thing is he's got to hope that he doesn't get stunned while Syndra's still got her Kiwi up.
Yep.
Because then Syndra will just save it for his Zhonya's to wear out.
Uh-huh. Oh, speaking of Zhonya's, Syndra uses hers.
Okay.
Brecken forces out Tom Kenchar. Syndra just says, get me back in, and looks like we can collapse here. We have Miguel, we have Jesse. This orange
This
should
is
be
good.
dead.
This is good.
As long as we give Nathan the R stack, I think.
Munch,
Yep.
we love it. As much as you want to see a Cho'Gath get stacks and everything, I kind of want that shutdown to go
Yes.
to Miguel.
That's what I was thinking as I said it. I'm like, ooh, but is it better on Miguel? Jesse still has ult. If he lands his abilities on them, Ali can follow up, but it's just too dangerous, especially with Dragon coming up here.
Perhaps they just don't have enough vision to know that they can safely go in there, but
Because if we look at the map from ECU's point of view, it is rather dark, but it's also dark from PVCC's. Both sides need wards. Oh, everyone except for the supports have their third items. Syndra actually does not have Zhonya's proper, so if they can fight around Cloud Dragon before she has the time to get that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Jesse taking some serious damage there.
That's the power of Syndra, though. Especially with the Magnum Opus.
Wow.
Rabadon's Death Cap.
Wow.
Oh, no. Was it the E that
no,
hit him?
Nathan, why do you step up there?
I was looking at the scoreboard. What hit Jesse there?
That Jesse threw out his E.
Oh.
Mel reflected it back to him. The fact that it went directly where he was walking to is just insane.
I don't like that part of Mel's W. I think it should reflect in a straight line. Like sort of you press it and throw it in a direction like victory. Or messing up the engage. Allie has R, but she's too far away to follow up.
Syndra in there.
Allie going in now, but I think it's too little too late. She needed to time it with Brecken and they would have been toast.
They need to stall. PCC doesn't have a wave to work with.
Yeah.
Nor supers. They
Just
got
12
7
seconds. 6, 5,
on Lilia.
4, 3,
They're just back
2, 1. And I don't know, they're rather low. But I don't think we'll be able to get anything done on Dragon.
It's winnable. ECU's got 3 dragons. PCC will have 3 dragons. They got an inhib down, or they got one of our inhibs. And, one of their inhibs is still vulnerable. Baron's still on the board. Nobody's gotten it. It's fine.
Although if we do give over the Cloud Soul, that's a lot of power to them because if we remember, oh so long ago, PVCC took Otacon. The Otacon that empowers the objectives. But what we will eventually start to see is the gap between the teams will just automatically close as there's less stats that each team can get. But as I've mentioned time and time again, the Ornn artifacts will just provide PVCC with about at least 1,000 gold extra. Jesse's caught out here. He should die if Syndra gets the ult off.
Beautiful
But
flash.
she doesn't. Jesse times the flash perfectly, and Brecken's coming in with the TP.
Good sidestep from the stun. Good flash. Ooh.
Pantheon gets over the wall and gets out.
Where's our Jinx?
We can't follow. But maybe we can take a fight now that Syndra has to back and that this, what's-her-face is really low.
Oh.
If
We get
it
the
wasn't
Tom
for
Kintra.
Talmar, she's
Okay.
saved there. Can we turn on Ornn and kill him before the team can get there?
Huge.
Pantheon
Aliar.
gets knocked up. We're peeling
Shut
for
down
our
on the
carries. Oh, but Syndra comes back in with the TP. Brecken on the Syndra. Brecken's going to one-shot her, but she has Zanya's. The E lasts long enough. He gets the kill. And I think ECU wins this fight. We may be able to run it mid and end the game.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep
But
going. Get up.
both sides' damages are dead except PVCC has Pantheon still. I'm not sure much can be done here. We can get
They can get
towers.
that.
Ali's disguised as a minion.
That's all they want.
Land
That's all they
something
need.
onto
Beautiful.
Tom.
Knock
Nathan
up.
doesn't have R, but we
Beautiful.
do get the Tom. He's going for more. He has his ult. He
Oh.
needs to E, but he misses
he
it
rushed it.
barely.
It's all good. Solid.
That was a great fight by ECU. We got 2,000 gold away from them. 2,000 gold of the lead that PVCC had just went away. Looks like Brecken is going for Jack Show, which is a bit weird.
Not at all.
I just think it's weird because he doesn't have any resists. Maybe if he goes that into wits, it would make more sense to me.
What do you mean?
Because he has no bonus resistances. So Yak Show's just buffing off of his own damage, off of its own stats.
But it's an item that gives both armor and magic
Yeah.
resistance. There's not too many items that are gonna synergize well with Yone.
Mhm.
My thing is maybe some armor pin might be due here, because they got
Yeah.
2 unendings, a death dance.
Well, I think
Zanya's
his
gives
job
armor.
is more to make sure the Syndra can't play the game, whereas Miguel will be the one shredding the tanks.
But the thing about the Syndra is she's still got Zanya's. He needs some
Mhm.
form of armor pin if he's looking to one-shot her. But he's also got to stay alive for that sake, so...
Ali's just messing around with the clones.
This game's looking gonna be a long one.
Mm-hmm. And I was about to say we may see an Elder or two, but with both teams having their towers down to the tier 3, I don't think that's the case. Ooh, Miguel's caught out here. He's going to have to burn his flash, I think. But good placed traps to keep him out, but he didn't have his flash, so he actually just goes down. He had walked too far up, because if we look at our vision, it's nothing but what our champions are giving. The
That's
map's just
100%
completely
gonna be a
dark.
Baron.
We'll have to give the Baron, and they may actually just take Baron and rotate over to Dragon if they're not too low. If we could... I sort of want us to see... I sort of wanted to see us try and get something done on the Ornn, but he's just too tanky. Again, neither side really has vision. The map is super dark. I think we need to be setting up vision around these objectives so we can know where they are and if we can fight. If they're deathballing Jesse and Ali could get something good. We do stack up for the Ornar, but they're just too far away. Miguel with the preemptive ult.
Oh, good
Jesse with the
Zhonya's.
Zhonya's, he's gonna have to flash out, but he doesn't have it. Brecken coming in, he's hitting all the tanky targets, so maybe Armor Pen would have done him some good. Unfortunately, as Miguel used his R earlier, he doesn't have it to attempt to steal, and that's Soul for PVCC. There's actually a bug on Tom Kench where if he presses R, even if it doesn't activate, he'll still get the movement speed from Cloud Soul. I say we can give this inhibitor and maybe one tower because the Nexus towers do actually
they're not
respawn.
sticking around for a second tower.
Instead, they're going mid to try and see if they can crack open bot tier 2 and 3. Even though we have Cho'Gath here, we still got to be careful. When there's 5 people here, it doesn't matter how tanky you are, you're going to get shredded. But it's looking like it's a 5v5 here on this tower if they so chose to siege, but they don't. And Jesse's bullet hits the cannon and doesn't cancel anyone's base.
Oh no, if I'm PVCC there, I'm probably ending the game. Maybe they're just playing for Elder. Not really certain.
Elder and Baron are going to be spawning a minute apart with Baron coming first. So if a team secures Baron almost off spawn, then they can use that to set up good waves for them to be able to easily secure Elder and close out the game. Looks like we're just playing wave clearing simulator. And again, one thing that's just shocked me about this match is how dark the map has been.
To be fair. It's winnable.
Yep. I think everyone's coming up on their 5th item while everyone on PVCC already has their 5th item. So here soon is actually where PVCC's advantage is just completely gone. Because once we're both at 5 items, gold lead doesn't mean anything, but Miguel gets caught out here. He has to place traps. Is Syndra caught out? No, she lands to scatter the weak on Miguel and he's going down. They may be able to continue on Nathan if he doesn't continue to heal, but it looks like they just have enough sustained damage to beat him out.
Yeah, this is going to be a push to end. Oh no, don't know.
What's
Oh no, they're going to the back.
What's
secure the
important though is Syndra did save R. I likely would have used it on the Cho'Gath, but now if she hits one of the squishies, they're just, or anyone, they're just dead. No questions asked.
Ellie's still got R. Maybe she can stall a bit here. You never know. Come on, Allie. Get up in there. Nope. Pantheon's
Jessie
just
went in
preventing
and
her from playing.
ults
Yeah,
just Mel.
Nothing.
Pantheon gets a kill on Ally. Jessie's going down, and Brecken wasn't able to get anything back.
All good. It's rough, but it was a good game. Definitely a banger. 45-minute banger. Let's see how each team plays out in the third.
I will be right back. So I'll actually show y'all this real quick. So this here is the website that oh wait, it's updated. They updated. Woo! Go NECC. Of course I go to show y'all and tattle on them, and it's like oh yeah, we better get it working. But yeah, it updates here. It should also be updating here. I'll try refreshing it to see if that's the case. But yeah, we're gonna be heading into the third and final game coming up here. We're gonna take a short break and then we'll be right back at it. I will be back soon. It looks like Ollie's gonna have to hop in spectator. We aren't going into it right away, but I just want to make sure everything's set up. They've swapped back around, which is good. And now I will BRB. Sorry, I had stepped away. I actually like this draft. We have Brecken on the Aurora. They banned the Syndra. We banned the Mel. They're on the Seraphine. They do get the Pantheon jungle again. What PVCC will be trying to do with this comp is they'll be looking to lock down Caitlyn or Aurora like they did last game. I don't think you want to give them the Mundo. I mean, I don't think PVCC should want to draft Mundo into this. They also like it. Man, why didn't they coordinate that with me? Okay. Let's go through bans. First ban phase, second ban phase. Okay. From the games, we maybe think Mel's a problem or want to throw him off. Get him on something he's not comfortable on. They want to ban Jesse. And then Syndra has always won this series, which granted only 2 games, not the best result, like stats, but 100% win rate, ban it because they're going to first pick it. We like targeting their jungle, make him play something he's less comfortable on. Good. We have first pick because there's no overpowered pick. Pick first, we pick Karma. They respond with Seraphine Tomkins. You see their bot. I maybe would have done like support. You see their support. I maybe would have done support jungle here. That's just me. We picked their jungle. They're like, oh, we can counter. We can pick our jungle now. We also picked mid, so they picked their mid. I do think Lissandra has a bit less range than Aurora, but we'll definitely be able to lock her down. So you will have to be careful with that when you're playing Aurora. And the Lissandra will want to be trying to lock down Aurora, Viego, Caitlyn, but if this Karma Zac gets in their face, it's going to be hard. And also Karma can just provide so many shields to help keep whoever Lissandra ults alive. We do have the Caitlyn, and they last picked Mundo. They think it's pretty good into our team. I mean, I sort of see it. We don't have the most CC, so his passive provides a lot. You want someone... I guess their damage comes from Pantheon, but if we're able to catch the Pantheon out before a fight, I think that's sort of what we got to be doing. We got to be looking to catch out the Pantheon. We got to be, yeah, so looking to catch out the Pantheon. Are we ready, game? Not quite yet. We're going to be looking to catch out the Pantheon Lissandra. I mean, I guess Pantheon W will make an easy... Yeah. Karma should be better at peeling. I mean, if she can force the... If we can force the Pantheon to go on Karma and them to use their important ults on the Karma, I feel like we then actually get away with the team fight. Oh, I was just thinking about the team comps.
I like it.
I think the Pantheon helps set up for the Lissandra Seraphine, which may be a problem, but the Karma Zac is going to be something they're going to have to walk through.
Well, I was telling our ADC that we need to what they did last match is every time it was either one way or the other, Syndra stun into Pantheon W, or vice versa, Pantheon W into Syndra stun, and it did it the entire match. The only one now they have a point and click stun. Yeah, point and click stun.
Yeah.
on Lysandra. They got a root on Seraphine, a knock up on Tom Kinch, and then they just have a Mundo.
Innovator, get him. What a funny name. Indistinguishable Fossil G. I think it's also nice that
I'm actually gonna step out for one moment.
alright.
Be right back.
I think the Viego is very powerful here. We just need to be sure we can get the reset. We can burst someone with Aurora Caitlyn. We can peel with Zach Karma. And then the team fights will basically go perfectly for us. I think that we gotta focus more on peeling our carries. And we need to focus on at least getting... We need to focus on peeling the carries so that we can get resets on Viego. Because the So our team comp is like this. Paint. So we have carries, we have resets, and we have peel. We need the carries to get resets. The carries need peel to get resets, and with resets, with most of the champions, with the Mundo, the Pantheon, the Tom Kench, we can peel for our carries. So we have this triangle going on here, and if we're able to execute it, it'll be good. We'll be popping off, and we can win this game. And this is what I need to see. We have our triangle to success. And no, it's not a pyramid scheme. But maybe. But it's not. It's not a pyramid scheme. But it is. But don't tell anyone I said that. I'll just add one thing to this real quick. The carries are mid ADC. The resets are jungle. I cannot spell J G, and the peel is top sup. If something happened level 1. Up. Highway robbery. Ali, how did you do that? Let's watch the jump scare real time from Ali point of view. She's like, okay, I'm standing here. This is why you should be standing in the bush. Seraphine comes around. She gets her root. But none of them level up their CC abilities besides Pantheon, I think. And that allows Ali to get out. Yeah, we scammed them. Let's go. Ali is down a flash and potions, though. Oh, and so is Seraphine. They almost picked out Ali level 1, but
Ooh.
she had her mantra shield, and she barely managed to escape.
Oh. Okay.
Do you know how this top matchup is supposed to go?
Same as any Mundo. Any Mundo matchup. The only champion weaker than Mundo level 1 is Yorick. You never, ever, ever, ever trade into any champion's top lane unless it's the right circumstances. As Mundo, you are looking to save your health, so whenever the other player inevitably crashes their wave, you have enough health to play off the bounce back. This Mundo has lost way too much health, especially into a champ like Zac, who is just gonna pick up a blob and get all the health and damage that you dealt right back.
Like we just saw it there. Mundo Q seemingly did no damage because Zac also picked up a blob.
He's got his passive out. Everything about this is just not good from the Mundo's perspective. And Zac's an easy champion who has 2 CCing abilities with landing his E and also being able to tag the Mundo and knock him into a minion. So it's just same as any Mundo game. You are not looking to trade because you will hard lose it every time. Maybe not instantly. Yep, here we go. Look at this. Picks up the Mundo
Almost a
passive.
kill.
Mundo doesn't get that 15% health. Flash W auto. Yep.
Looks like he will die to the Pantheon unless if he can get a nasty E from the bush.
Oh, what are we
I
talking
wanna-
about?
Oh, gets
Oh, the
canceled by
stun.
Jesse.
Huge stun by Jesse.
Looks like he is dead top because he has his passive proc, but no, he has his E and the Q
He
doesn't
lives!
kill.
He lives.
This game
Main
has just been
character.
highway robbery after highway robbery by ECU. Ali survives level 1, trading flashes with the Seraphine.
We actually pulled our.
We get
top
a
laner,
kill
like,
top and
straight from like a major action movie main character plot armor right there.
In my opinion, people need to nerf the main character effect. I think it's too broken.
Yes. I don't know what you mean.
In books, how main characters don't have bad things happen.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, I
Okay,
call that
okay.
the main character effect. Wait, objective timers. Woohoo! We have Mountain Dragon first.
That's not bad for a Zac.
Oh,
Or
he
Karma-
missed the E.
with the Karma.
Oh, so one thing I did want to tell you is, while waiting for the game to load in, I made like a triangle of how we want to play out our team fights. We have 2 carries, that being Caitlyn and Aurora. Ooh, heavy trade.
One could consider Viego another win con.
Well, he'll come into it later. So the carries deal the damage so we can get the resets from Viego.
Oh yeah.
The resets, 3 of the champions, the Tom Kench, the Pantheon, and the Mundo, can help peel for the carries. And then there's Karma and Zac, who will just always help peel.
Okay, they turn on Pantheon.
Yeah. Oh no, but Miguel gets one shot, and Brecken doesn't have ult. Jesse goes in. He gets a
Jesse, you
reset.
madman.
He gets a reset. He's gonna get another. Pantheon
No.
fails the flash. Unfortunately,
doesn't
he
have
got
R.
stunned up, and he
doesn't
can't
have
R
R.
out because he's not level 6.
If he did have one, it would have been huge.
Or if Brecken had ult, but he had missed a couple XP when he base TP'd.
That was a bold fight to go in there on the Pantheon by Jesse. But it's all good. Still a solid lead by ECU.
Yep.
Got Nathan securing these towers. You see, the thing is, is you have to play into Mundo from the enemy team's perspective. You never want to give that Mundo a chance to be alone with that tower. Does Nathan have TP up? He does not. See, this is what I'm talking about. Mundo's already got a Giant's Belt. He crashes his wave. That's a free crash for this Mundo. And I don't know Zach well enough, but I know as Mundo right now.
But he doesn't go for it.
Oh wow. Maybe he's more disciplined than me. I don't know. Maybe I'm bad. But as a Mundo player, I'm dying for plays. Does not. I mean, the sooner you get Warmogs or whatever ability or whatever he's rushing, I wonder if he's rushing Warmogs or if he's wanting. Oh, the Mundo decides to stay.
And the reason why Mundo getting on time with the tower is so bad is he has Demolish. Bad for us. He has Demolish. His E gives him AD based on HP. And so the more HP he has, which is what the Resolve tree is trying to give him, the more damage he'll get on a Demolish proc, the more attack damage he'll have.
Plates. That's the problem.
Yep.
You don't want the Mundo to get plates. You don't want the Mundo to get gold. You don't want to let him have minions. The way you play Mundo is you freeze your wave right in front of your tower, and you never let him even look at a minion. Anytime he does, you just walk up and
you beat him.
Yeah, you beat his face in. Horribly.
Oh, it was Ocean Drag. Which, in all honesty, that's very good for PVCC.
Come on, Jesse.
Brecken's going in.
Jesse.
He's getting a
Let's
reset.
go.
Jesse gets a reset. He should be
And
able
the
to
stun.
root.
He gets
the
him.
R reset.
Let's go.
And he kills the
Beautifully
Pantheon.
Done.
This is the kind of ECU we've come to expect.
Big brain moment by Jesse here. Just want to point this out, that the Pantheon is invulnerable to whatever damage comes from the direction he's pointing that E in. So what Jesse did was he used the Lissandra's ability to get behind the Pantheon
Lysandra
in
E
order
to get behind.
in order to stun him and then finish him off with his combo. That was beautifully done by Jesse. And well played by Brecken as well. Popping in, dealing the damage to get the Lysandra within and execute range for Jesse to get that reset and make that play possible.
And also,
Huge.
not dying to the Lysandra there, because that would have given a passive proc, which would have slowed Jesse, done like 200 damage. Oh,
beautiful, Nathan.
Going on the
You
Mundo,
cheesy guy.
he should have the ult, but he's not going to use it because Mundo used his.
Yeah. There's no point.
Cool.
There's no point in that. Like, Nathan can use his ult less as like a save me when laning into a Mundo, as much as he can like use it for an execute to get that last bit of damage on the Mundo he needs to finish him off.
Yep.
Right now, Mundo's sitting there without any R. He's got Ghost up, so he's pretty safe. But he's just rinsing.
Falling for the same play.
Crazy work.
Oh, he misses the Q. It hits a minion.
Yeah, he could have hit. You could have just auto attacked him. Then again, I don't know how that works.
Well, I think he was already expecting it to hit the Mundo, so the auto attack was on the minion.
Me personally, I'm telling Brecken and Jesse here that we want to dive this Mundo. We want to dive this Mundo. You want to bury that Mundo so far down to where he cannot get back in the game.
Especially because he has passive.
Here's the thing. Although Nathan has 2 kills on this Mundo, this...
Ooh, good flash by Ali.
Yeah.
Well, Sandra's down here.
This Mundo still
it.
has even CS. So, in my eyes, that's pretty hard winning.
Yep. Mundo's like, maybe I won't fall for it again. Oh, another
again.
catch
Oh.
started by Brecken. We should
he's
be
in a
able to
weird
get the kill
position.
here. Jesse needs an auto and R. Oh, but she barely
good.
gets the E to safety. Oh no. Lissandra's R, Jesse takes
Oh,
a tower shot, but we
beautiful
get her
one shot by-
anyways. I think the reset, even though it was in
my
the tower,
gosh,
may have been
you
good,
bad
but
man.
Jesse's insane on the Viego. There's a reason why.
The Ruined King
It's
is
been
back.
banned,
Okay, well,
but-
actually, I apologize, Connor. The Ruined King's prodigy. Oh wait, no, Jesse taught Connor. Viego.
And
Yeah. I don't know who takes that title.
This Seraphine. Almost dead. Oh, Jesse. Oh.
Oh, they get the Tom
Kenchar, though.
I'd
That's
say
pretty good.
That's fine, because Caitlyn's R will reset.
Going in on the
a
gauge.
little
Oh,
bit
he
faster.
waited a bit too long, so Mundo has his ult up, but he still
is
almost
fine.
burst it through his ult.
Yes. Oh,
Uh-oh. Pantheon's here, but he...
beautiful escape.
Did he not have W? Did he try charging his Q? I don't know.
They get the Pantheon R out.
Ah,
Oh
nice,
my goodness.
nice
Beautiful
TP
combo.
there. And you don't have Tom Kenchar to save you.
Oh
Her
my
teleport
gosh.
was for naught. Now he's
It's just,
rotating
this is just
down.
bullying.
We should be able to get the kill. The flash secures
Oh
it.
my gosh, this is so huge. We
ECU
have a
said
snowballing Aurora, a snowballing Diego. This is what we want. Now, I really, really want to see ECU bury this Mundo just because I know what that 100 CS Mundo is capable of. But
But
he
also-
hasn't gotten any plates, I don't believe.
nope, it's still at 5.
So.
But also, here's the
honestly.
thing.
Oh, I don't know about
With
that. I don't know about
Jesse-
that back.
Jesse can reset off the Mundo. So if we can find a way to kill him,
I don't
even when
know.
he's...
I don't know that she want to reset that Mundo. He rushed Heartsteel.
Uh-huh.
Me personally, I don't like Heartsteel like that because Warmogs just allows you so much. Warmogs and a Giant Spell just lets you stay on the map and stay a nuisance. Into Zac, actually kind of tricky because Zac's got built-in Warmogs kind of. But the thing about Warmogs is you can trade all you want, walk away for 5 seconds, and then just go back to full health.
Say,
while the other
hey,
person
I
has
have
to,
a new HP bar.
Yeah, while the other person has to recall. Now, Zac's a little tricky in that regard, but
Mm-hmm. The only slight problem, though, is due to how Nathan's been playing the lane. If
He
he
missed the
continues
E.
to play it this way, Mundo's just going to get Heartsteel stacks every wave. They're probably going to trade ours and nothing's going to happen. Nathan's just walking around.
that's all Nathan really needs to do.
Looks like everyone is just about finishing their first items. Supports are 1 or 2 bases off of it. Looks like they don't get the Lysandra.
Here's the thing that I'm willing to bet
But
money
we are
on.
getting mid prio though. So that dragon should be ours. Start our own stacking, or we're invading.
Beautiful. He's gonna pop his R.
Free HP bars for everybody.
So badly do I want to tell Nathan, like, you gotta wait for him to press his R.
Yep.
Or you press your R.
And he did that like level 6, 7. There was a fight level 6 or 7 where he forced Mundo to R but didn't ult himself.
At least he carried Dragon.
Yep.
Love that.
Got mid prio, we walked into their jungle, got dragon, and now we're starting our own stacking. It's
Mundo with no
Chemtech, so
plays.
Chemtech is actually going to be nasty with the Karma Zac.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Chemtech's gross Dragon Soul. Now this is where the Mundo kind of messes up. I don't know how safe he is here.
If we had prio mid and Brecken rotated top, we actually probably could kill the Mundo.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, Zac has passive, so any tower dive, as long as he's tanking, he's gonna wait, or he's gonna cancel it. Wow.
What a monster.
He's like, oh, you want to recall? Well, no. I'm not stuck here with you, you're stuck here with me. He does have a short window where he has ult advantage, but does he know this? As Mundo's trying to farm this wave, he can engage with E and ult, and Mundo should be dead. But Mundo's just gonna back off. We're gonna get first tower mid. Miguel is getting ulted by Lysandra, but we're just so far away. The Pantheon ult comes in, but Miguel ran a different way.
That's fine. Somebody just needs to walk up and out of that turret. driving me crazy. Look at it. Look at this. Click on that
Mhm.
tower.
40 something HP, 39. Whoop. This is what I
Oh,
mean.
Brecken.
It's
Brecken.
so.
Okay, he got
Oh
it.
no, the Seraphine ult, but Tom Kench had the wrong idea.
There's no follow up there.
I think with Ignite and Aura, he maybe could have got one of them, because both Miguel and Brecken got hit. And I think trading support for a shutdown.
They don't have maybe Brecken's, but I don't know.
Oh, they're going in, but Seraphine's not here. We have numbers. We have the HP bars. We're going in.
Uh-oh.
Pantheon's dead. Mundo's likely to follow,
Beautiful dodge.
but he's not, because he has our...
Either the full team commits to killing Mundo, or they ignore him. Mundo's not doing anything right now.
So actually, if they one-shot Pantheon, Pantheon's W does percentage max HP. So that'll be a...
Yeah, but I mean, the Mundo was in his R.
Yes.
It's not. I mean, it's just wasting his time at that point.
Yeah, I'm just thinking for later fights, though.
Yeah, but it's the person who's got to deal that damage. Nobody should go Bork here. I don't think Bork is good, honestly. Because maybe in a Mundo, actually. Maybe only Mundo, but that Tom Kench is going to be a nuisance.
Yeah, I'd like to see Miguel get, like, Infinity Edge, Lord Dominic's regards, because he already has Yuntal, maybe a Collector to one-shot the more squishy targets to help Jesse get resets.
I think he needs to prioritize the IE and LDR, definitely.
Yeah, IE LDR.
Maybe even, like, no, not Terminus. What's he got? He's got First Strike. Hard to say.
I mean,
Nathan's just
don't you
damage
normally...
farming right now.
And also heal farming. He's like, what are the stats I want to have more of at the end of the game? He's drawing 3 people top and backs off at just the right time. The Pantheon has R, but as soon as he sees the channel, he can just channel Z and get away.
Rinse and repeat.
Wait, I think I've seen this before. It's like my favorite movie. I watch it over and over and over again, and it never gets old.
If I'm this Mundo, I'm getting pretty annoyed, honestly.
Oh, but Pantheon's here.
Is that a shutdown on him? He does have a shutdown.
But he's super healthy. We don't have any TPs to come and save him.
Oh my god.
He does get a nasty E.
That's
He
so
dodges the
annoying.
Q even when slowed. Brecken's getting them play on here.
This is fate.
But the
sealing.
ult.
Oh,
and
he threads the needle.
Tom Kench doesn't ult either. Unfortunately, he gets a bit
I think
overzealous.
Nathan lives this. Nathan lives this.
Oh,
Nathan
and Mundo's
lives this.
dead? No.
Oh, so close.
Mundo did panic Ghost, though. And that's a free
The
dragon.
kill didn't go to the Mundo. Kill didn't go to the Mundo. Not the end of the world.
Also, free dragon, anyone?
I mean, honestly, it'd probably be Otacon as well, but Pantheon's already backed and he's got R up, so I don't say they do not start this. Do not start this.
We do have TP on Nathan.
No, they're
and
actually
they don't see it.
they're doing a lot of damage on it.
They don't see it until now. Now they see it, but is it too late? Is Pantheon gonna ult in?
Pantheon's gonna insta ult in.
He hasn't. He's
Oh, he
seen
doesn't?
it, but he doesn't. They
Oh,
just give us
goodness.
the Otacon. They're trying to look for a fight now. They may get Brecken, but if the
Everybody needs to get out.
if
Everybody
the
needs
rest
to
of
get
us get out, I mean Nathan's TPing in.
Oh wait. Maybe we're working with something here.
I don't think so. I think our carries are too low, but we do crucially also get Mundo to teleport. So him and Nathan will have the same teleport timers, which just benefits us. Seraphine's likely dead here. She's walked up too far. Tom Kench is an easy target to get the Q off of. He has his ult, and there goes Seraphine.
Yeah.
Oh, we weren't able to cancel the Tom Kench, but the E to follow, and he's dead. Mundo's pushing bot, but what about? I don't know. That's why we don't
Aurora's
want to
actually
leave
really
towers
great
alone.
for this because Aurora's passive. Oh, did they change that? I don't know. She used to her passive used to deal percent max health. Does he have Warmogs yet? He does. He does.
And it does do percent max health, and she does get healed.
Yeah, unless he goes, he should be going Spirit Visage next. Honestly.
Yep.
That maybe Titanic.
Looks like he is.
He's still got R. See, what you want to do, get Mundo R out. If Mundo's R is out, or his, if you got both his R and his Ghost out, he's pretty killable in the side lane.
Mm-hmm.
He's extremely vulnerable.
And he's also extremely killable in the team fights.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. The Herald place. Mundo still has his passive shield. Nathan has nothing to proc Q2 off of except a minion now, but it was too late.
Huge,
it timed out.
huge,
But
huge.
Mundo's locked up and
Let's
locked
go.
down.
Oh,
Mundo's down.
Do we drift these? Do we drift these? We do not drift those. We 100% do not.
He did not take driver's ed. I kid. Did Jesse take driver's ed?
This is fine.
Rift Herald edition. They
We're
do,
just
and they
sieging.
are getting Seraphine's
going in.
teleport. We're trying to go in. Oh, but
they get this
Seraphine
done.
teleport
Oh.
just took too long. Tower was dead long before she got there, so now she's just dead. The Rift Herald gets the third charge and the third chunk on a tower. ECU really pushing their lead
ECU,
here.
6K gold. This is what they need, honestly.
Mm-hmm. We need to be patient. We need to use Ali's mantra E to disengage so Brecken can either rotate or get tower damage.
Brecken likes to look for these sneaky bursts he plays on Aurora. He likes to bush camp and sit there and wait and see if he can one-shot a squishy person who checks these bushes.
It's been a while since we did an item check, but everyone's at 2 items. Looks like Miguel is going into the Lord Dominic's third. He did get the IE. Nathan's just going tanky. And it looks like the Leandri's picked up by Brecken so he can maybe have a chance at killing Mundo.
It's probably just more for sustained damage.
Oh yeah. What annoys me is
Because honestly, Aurora does. I don't feel like Aurora applies the inches as well as some might think.
yeah. She wants to use her abilities in a burst and not necessarily like a cycle like Q, E, W, Q.
Yeah.
One thing that annoys me though is I feel like Blackfire Torch should be better against squishies, but Leandri's always does more damage.
Well, the trade-off of that is that Blackfire Torch is a mana item.
Yeah. So do you want the mana or do you want the consistent damage? I don't think
can't really
Brecken
do.
should be fighting here because, I mean, he doesn't have any hard CC to stop the Mundo from teleporting. Nathan's
But I
trying
shouldn't
to
be
find
laughing.
something
I shouldn't
here.
be laughing, but this
Mundo's just trying to
not,
take a long fight. Brecken should be able to get out. He dodges the Q. And the Mundo has no
Right
R, so if
now-
he goes to a team fight, he's not gonna do much.
Yes, this Mundo is useless right now, and Brecken, no. Maybe,
Just
maybe
don't.
it's worth it.
Oh, Seraphine got the good R, but Lysandra
Brecken's got no
gets
R here.
bursted, but it doesn't matter because he has the sustained DPS from Leandri's.
Yes. but
Nathan's
I'm just
cleaning
saying,
up. Jesse's getting resets. We do need to send someone bot. He flashes over. Brecken tries following with his flash, but the blast cone gets him out to safety. We get the dragon, but Mundo gets.
Let's see what this
Tier
Mundo.
3.
Oh, never mind. This Mundo's. This Mundo is. He's got no R still. Oh, come on. Go back in. Yeah, Jesse. Don't let him get away with this. You see me play Mundo too much to let him get away with this. You know his stuff is down. Go get him. Go get. Oh, come on. Get him tired.
But we have the
Yes.
re-engage. We have.
Okay, we get the ghost, but
And you know,
Brecken. This
That's
is over.
actually
This
very
is over.
good because now the Ghost and R are going to be mismatched. We
This
have
TP
two
is
people
out.
coming in,
2v3
but I think
classic.
the Pantheon's out
Jesse
of
has
position
Mundo.
here.
Oh,
Good
I'm having
engage by
flashbacks to Jesse
Nathan.
playing Mundo jungle last semester.
Nice.
Huge.
ECU just got a
A
grip on them
wasted
this
TP.
game and they're not letting it go. Not only a wasted TP, but Pantheon ults in just to die. We don't burn any sums for it. Seraphine has another ult, but Nathan just sidesteps it and says, see you later. We get the Baron, they get the objective bounties, but
This is a recall. Probably go 4 mid. One. Actually, I don't know who.
I think Miguel took the scuttle, so now he'll have LDR. He does have LDR. He should start shredding the Tom Kench, the Mundo, anyone in his face.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking I don't like Miguel being the only one to go bot lane. Into a solo mage like Lissandra.
Mm-hmm.
The team's gonna have to play around hovering him if that's the case. But
But Lissandra backs off. Miguel does smartly ping for assistance. That's what we like
but
to
I
see.
think Miguel should be mid.
Yep.
That way he can rotate
Well-
everywhere. Like for instance, see this Mundo. Should they collapse on him?
Well, also no objectives are up, and ECU should be able to dictate when and where they fight. So if they aren't looking to fight,
They're going after
Anywhere?
this tier 2. They're collectively deciding on that.
yep,
But Uh-oh.
Jesse's here. He's looking for an engage, but oh, nice blast point out,
Brecken
and
gets
I
out.
think she gets interrupted. She needed to cast it
Nathan
sooner.
goes down.
She-
Pantheon gets a shutdown on Brecken mid lane. But it looks like we're going to get two
I think
towers
we
for
get this inhibitor. We need to send someone back because Mundo would also trade an inhibitor, but maybe we can just end here. I think we could end here if Mundo doesn't back.
Mundo's giving up on it. Is he?
Mundo, he lost the wave, that's why. We are getting out. Good mantra E by Ali. And we are backing, and so is Mundo. So,
No, he's not. Mundo's getting greedy.
Mundo, you go where you please. But
I
here
want
is
to
not
see
where
you.
you want to be. Jesse procs the spell shield. Nathan's E is gonna take too long to get up, so they're just content with saying, hey, you can get out. We're fine with that.
This Mundo hasn't.
People are getting into 3 items, and some people are
he's
working on their
farmed
4th.
tremendously.
Yeah, he has 9 CS a minute.
I just don't like the itemization. Spirit Visage has so much more valuable.
Now
and
he's
causing
going
pressure.
into Spirit. Because Spirit builds out his Cow and Kindle Gem. Ooh, we do spot the ward. Just he's like, get it. We do spot another. Can we get it in time? We can't. Alright,
We got a minute
ECU.
on Soul.
Yep, we just need to play for this dragon. We get the
There's
we
Baron's
get the
out in 7
soul.
seconds.
We have Otacon. This fighting here is really just padding stats.
What are you talking about? This is extremely entertaining.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, I don't know. Mundo may be in trouble. Nathan's very close to killing him. Just 18 more cycles of their spells, and I think Mundo's dead. But he keeps picking up the passive.
No, the funny thing is that it's literally a battle of who can step
Ooh,
on whose
Mundo ults.
more
Now's the
efficiently.
time where Nathan can actually get a kill. If he uses his ult and picks up blobs,
Perfect.
he's now back to full, but so is Mundo. But as we can
This is
see,
the
Nathan
most-
does more damage. This is the most entertaining fight. Who cares about setting up for Dragon? We want to see the tanks kill each other. Speaking of tanks dying, it looks like the Tom Kench is dead, and I
This
actually
is
think
GG's. This is GG's.
what we didn't
Right
notice
here's game.
what we didn't notice is Mundo ghosted during that fight, so he has
This
no
is it.
ghost, no R. He's useless in team fights. We get
Beautiful.
2 kills. We could continue to chase. We actually do have a super minion wave.
maybe
This is where we end the
And
game.
knockup. Oh my gosh.
Nathan
It
with a
feels bad.
nasty knockup. This is where we end the game. This is where we end game 3. We advance to the semifinals. And this Mundo has no R, no Ghost. Like Coda was saying earlier, now he's just useless. He can't hold. He can't do enough. And he just ends up going down. He does have a lot of heart steel
Unfortunate.
stacks, but
Had to get that get back for game 2.
GG, well played.
GG's.
ECU with the win. Very excited. We're going to the semifinals and playoffs. Whoever's next, we're coming for you. Hopefully we can practice up. Our games that we won were very convincing, very good. I think Cody actually is going to come in here and he has something he'd like to say, but yeah, GG ECU win. This game, we protected our carries. We got the resets, which allowed us to appeal for our carries and get more resets. GG to our opponents. Of course, the 2 tanks padding their stats the entire game with the highest KDAs.
You're still alive?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
You want to say something because we're going to the semis?
No, this is finals. That was semis.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I thought we had one more.
No. Next week will be the finals. I'm just confirming time. I believe it's at 8, but that'll be our second finals appearance in a row.
Undefeated finals appearance.
Two undefeated finals appearance in a row, and also in different divisions too. These guys went up a division, so this bracket is more substantial than last semester's anyways. So really awesome job. I mean, we're on track to do it again 2 seasons in a row. We'll take it for sure. Great job, Andy, by the way. You did awesome today. It's great to have Coda here too, hanging out and commentating. So Jesse's happy doing his dance.
Yep.
But yeah, great job. I was just gonna come in and say goodnight and get the stream shut down. So
It actually updated. It didn't update for the entirety of game 1.
there you go. Connor, you better be here, like in person. If that's happening, you need to be here. Like there's no reason. I'm gonna say excuse, but no reason you should not be here. So I'm calling you out specifically. You should definitely be here in person. Cool. Well, y'all have a great night. Great job today. And we'll see you next week. Or later this week. We have some